Okay, then I think we are ready to get started here. First of all, I want to welcome all of you to our online presentation, our Team 1 KB Vision presentation. And I'm sorry that it has taken a little longer to get this new presentation platform up and running, but our old platform actually got sold, so we had to look for another platform, and then our good friend Andy, as many of you know, is using this platform, and I was recommended to try it, and I really am impressed with all the features that are in here. For now, we just do a simple and normal presentation, but the good thing about this room is that in the future we will be able to bring in more people that will be able to speak at the same time, and also be able to give testimonials and tell about how they do the business and how everything works for them. I'm very excited about well, the presentation, but also about the times that are ahead of us. As you may know, some of you, I'm traveling to the States tomorrow morning. We're doing a Canada and US tour over the next 3 weeks, visiting 8 cities, 2 in Canada and 6 in the States. And I'm looking forward to meeting a lot of you people over there, because I know that there's a lot of activity in the States, and I've really been hammered down on my Skype and email and phone here the last many weeks, so I'm really looking forward to that. But let's start with the presentation, and then I will tell you a little bit about the news afterwards. I can't tell a whole lot because a lot of it will be revealed on the tour, but I can just tell you that a lot of things are coming, and things are really starting to look good. So I'm very excited about these times. I'm very excited about the opportunity. I'm very excited about the team. I'm very excited about the power and the work that everybody is putting into this great program. First of all, the company, the product, the affiliate system, the way we work, and of course how we do the business are some basic and fundamental things that I need to talk about. I need to work on my English as well, but I think that I will get a chance to do that over the next coming 3 weeks. What is very exciting and very unique is, of course, our market situation, because we're not like any other gold deal out there. We're not like any other gold reseller or gold program. We are actually quite unique on the market, but as many companies do, we exchange money into gold, which is very interesting, especially in these times where you know that there's not a lot of trust in money, there's not a lot of trust in the financial system all over the world, and that's why it's very unique for us to be able to really put this product and this opportunity into place. But one of the things that really make this unique is, of course, that we have our own refining possibilities. We have our own production facilities. We have our own access to mines. We actually just came out with new cards. I don't know if I think some of you already have seen the cards, so I'll have some pictures of them later. But it's really exciting times because we went from one refinery to actually set up production facility in another refinery, which was on the LBMA, London Bullion Market Association good delivery list, which means that our gold is right now we're just light years ahead of where we were before, and also where our competitors are. So it's a very exciting situation to be in, and we will be telling a lot more about that and what it means for the company and for us as affiliates in the times to come. The company is a German company. It's in Stuttgart, in That's a big city in the south of Stuttgart. It's actually in a very big financial area, and that's where we have the legal department, the customer service, the operations, and there we have me. That's actually me in the refinery, holding up the gold cards that we are working with. What is very important is, of course, to have some strong partners when you work on a global basis, and that is one of the things that has been very important to get in place for the global setup. And we are very happy to have a very close relationship with it's probably one of Europe's biggest security companies called SecureLock. They have around 3,500 employees in Germany alone, and they do safety transports, money transports, storage, shipping. They do more or less everything. They are actually situated in the old National Bank in Germany, where they have in the old days actually printed the Deutschmark before the euro came. So they are very big, they're very established, they're very renowned, and it's something that gives security not only for the company but especially for the customers that buy gold. Of course, we ship also gold worldwide to the companies that are active. That means right now we're in around 46 countries, but that number is going up as we speak. So everything below 10,000 euro is delivered through DHL. Everything above 10,000 euros goes through G4S, which is a very, very big company that I'm pretty sure that most of you have heard of. I don't want to touch too much about money today because I know that many of you already know why gold is important, why we work with this program, why this fiat money, why all these governments are just printing. It's just crazy. Right here in Europe, they're talking about a second depression, a second coming now. They are pretty sure that over the next 2-3 years, the market will just not collapse, but really go down. And we've had some problems over here, as there is all over the world. But actually, since the dollar was introduced in the year 1900, where they fixed it to the gold standard, it has lost around 97% in value. And at the same time, especially over the last 10 years, gold has gone up. So the interesting part here is that when you work with gold, gold is a metal. It's a commodity that has been around for 6,000 years. It has been used for around 3,000 years as a measurement, as a way of payment, and many currencies around the world has actually been fixed to the gold before they went to this fiat money stage where they're at now. So over the last 10 years, gold has actually tripled in value. Actually, it almost quadrupled at some point. It just went down a little bit again, but experts say that over the next 10 years they will probably go up and double or maybe even triple again. As I said before, many currencies around the world actually started being backed by gold or silver. Also here in Denmark, the Danish krone. But in the US, it was in the year 1900 they started fixing the dollar to gold in order to get people to rely on the gold. On the dollar. So for every dollar they printed, they had to put 1.5 grams of gold aside in the national gold reserves in America. So they couldn't print money unless they had gold to back it up. And it was a very secure and safe thing also for the people over there, because they knew that if they didn't trust the money anymore, they could just go to the bank with it and they could get the gold back. That all changed in 1929 because of the collapse of Wall Street and many years of depression in the US. So what they did to get balance into the world again was, or into the market in the U.S., was actually to print more money, and the only way they could do that was by changing the rules or bending the rules a little bit. So instead of putting 1.5 grams of gold aside for every dollar they printed, they could just now put 0.5 grams of gold aside. That meant that instead of backing the dollar 100% with gold, they would back it now with 30%. And in 1971, that was changed again by President Nixon, because there was a war going on in Vietnam. He needed a lot of money to fund the war. So since 1971, the dollar is no longer backed with gold. That means that right now they're printing money out of thin air. And I think it's around 3 billion US dollars that they're printing every week right now, and just flushing into the market. And it's not only in the US, it's all over the world. So we get all this money into the market, and what does that mean? Well, that means that the buying power goes down, that means that the inflation goes up, and that essentially can lead to what we call hyperinflation, which means that well, eventually money can become worthless if the financial system breaks down in a country. So that's why a lot of experts actually recommend people to really start thinking, start opening their eyes, and start exchanging some of their money into real money. Well, actually gold. Here you see the American debt clock, and it's actually almost 2 years old. There's a lot of debate in the U.S. right now concerning this foreign debt that they have, but it's not only in the U.S., it's all over the world. We saw Iceland that collapsed here in Europe. Greece, right now they have riots down there. It's crazy. But also Italy, Spain, Portugal, Germany, Ireland, UK, they have huge problems, and nobody knows what will happen. The only thing that we can be sure of is that there is no more trust like there was in the old days to the paper money, to the normal currency system, which is why a lot of these experts really recommend that you should put some of your money in a safe haven into gold, because a country is more or less like a company or a private person. If you cannot pay your interest, if you cannot pay your debt, then of course they will stop lending you more money, they will stop the credit, and at some point you might have to close down. And if that happens in a country, that means that of course your money can become worthless, as you have seen many times before in human history, where they just print all these zeros behind the money, but it's not worth anything. We saw it in Germany after Second World War. We saw it in the U.S. During the Depression. Lots and lots of money, but worth absolutely nothing. So in times like this, it's precious metals that count. It's silver, it's gold, it's stuff like that, and that will really make you flexible and make you able to react in these different and hard times. Here you see some pictures from post-war Germany, Second World War. You could actually buy a house for just 5 grams of gold. Because it doesn't help you to sit in a nice house with a family if you're all hungry. Airplane 3 grams of gold, car 2 grams of gold, and so forth. So the real currency, the real worth, it really comes down to what is possible for you to buy and how can you exist, and it doesn't help you to have money under your pillow if the money is worth nothing. So that's why it makes sense to really look at gold, not as an investment, but more as a stable and secure let's say haven for your finances. Because as it says here, governments come and go, currencies come and go, but the gold has always been around and will always be around. What is interesting about gold is also that gold is not just gold. Of course it is, but gold is also measured. And if you have what we call currency gold, that is 24 karat 999.9 certified gold, then you have the finest gold that is available to man. So it's what we have here is 1 gram pieces, because we want to make sure that everybody is flexible, and that everybody can always react if something should happen in the market. Because the problem is, if you have a big bar, let's say you have a big 100-gram bar or whatever, and the financial system is collapsed, you are hungry, you want to go down to a supermarket or something, but you know they cannot chop off some of your gold, and 100 gram for a bag of goods, it's pretty high priced. Which is why, again, what we focus on is gold in small denominations, in small ingots. So we have 1 gram bars, we call them carat bars, and these are from the new production line that is LBMA approved, and is accepted worldwide as global currency. They are 999.9, and when you have gold that is 999.9, then it becomes what they call investment gold or currency gold, which means that the gold becomes a currency in itself. So it's like the dollar, like the yen, like the euro, and that is our product. It's 1 gram gold bars. They look nice. They are embedded into a plastic card. You have a little gold piece in the middle here, where it's certified 999.9. You have the LBMA registration on it. On the back side, you also have a hologram on it that authenticates the gold, and that you can be sure that nobody has tampered with it. It's more or less the size of a credit card, and it looks really, really beautiful. And I can tell you, there's a lot of people out there in the world that really, really, really like our product. The way you buy our product, or the way you buy gold, is very simple. It's a plug-and-play system. Everybody do it. We have what we call a purchase plan. That's one way of buying gold. And then we have what we call one-time purchase, which is just a one-time, one-off investment, or one-off purchase, you could say. A purchase plan is more or less like a pension plan or a savings account in a bank. You put in some money every month, whatever fits your budget, from 50 euros and upwards, 50, 60, 100, 200, whatever fits your budget, and you can just save or purchase gold over time. Around 70% of our customers use this method, and around 30% just do the one-time purchase. You can also do a combination, of course. Special purchase with the purchase plan is just if you want to fund your purchase plan with some extra money starting up. Let's say you have maybe 1,000 euros or $1,000 or whatever, and you say, okay, I put 1,000 euros directly into gold because I want to have some gold right away into my purchase plan, and then I will fund it with, let's say, 100 euros per month, and then you just fund it month after month after month. So this is a way to over time build up a secure nest of value. You can follow everything online. You have your own customer access point where you can see your holdings. You can see the value of the gold going up and down. But you can be sure that over time, in my opinion anyway, that of course gold will fluctuate, but it will go upwards. Because as long as we live in an unstable environment, unstable times, then there's actually only one way that gold can go, and that is up. You could also argue that it's because the value of money is going down, but it still doesn't change anything. It will still mean that gold goes up. A new thing that we have just introduced are the demo cards, or the starter packs as we call them. You can actually buy 1, 2, or 3 cards. They come in beautiful little letters or envelopes like this. Also commissionable as well, because it's very nice for you to be able to show these cards when you talk about the business, or you recommend other people to buy gold. Very soon we will also have merchandising cards out, where you have Christmas cards, birthday cards, baby cards for newly born babies. Sorry, it could be Olympic cards, football cards, whatever. But it's really nice how they think about the future, how they make everything accessible, and everything is of course commissionable. Every affiliate can only buy these demo cards one time. So remember that once you place your orders, and not give them all away, because you can only buy them once. Okay. Okay. Now we go to the affiliate program. The affiliate program is how you actually can earn money, and how you can build the system. It doesn't cost anything to join. There are no product sales, because with gold it's very simple, and there's no boss. There's nobody who actually controls your destiny, or says when you have to work, when you can work, and when you're off work. I don't want to touch too much about how you can earn money, but I can just tell you it's a very flexible and very powerful way of generating income, with 5 different ways of earning money. The cap bonus, which goes from 1 to 670 euros per new customer that you refer to the program if they go on a purchase plan. Residual income up to 5.5% on monthly purchases, and you can earn up to 5.5% on one-time purchases, and then you actually have 2 worldwide pools. That means you are able to participate in the global program, or let's say the global sales of gold within the company. So there are 5 very strong ways of earning money, and this is only the beginning, because the visions for the future is actually to build more income streams into your already existing customer base or existing network. And I'm sure that we will be telling a lot more about that on the US tour. So I really hope that for all the Americans and Canadians that are on the call, that you do your best to try to attend some of the meetings over there. We will be in, as I said before, 6 cities. I'm pretty sure you already have all this. It will also go out on the Team One newsletter tonight, which cities and what times we are, where we are. But this is a very strong program, and you have to imagine that, let's say down the street you have a bank. Let's say it's a very strong bank with a very good name, and every time you refer customers to that bank, you earn a commission on every deposit, on everything they do in there. And this is more or less what we're doing here, but with a much stronger currency. It's not paper money, it's not fiat money, it's gold, it's real money. So what you actually do is you just recommend people to exchange some of their paper money into gold money. You don't get them or recommend them to buy a product or a service that they may or may not use. All they do here is they take money from their paper money pocket and put it into their gold money pocket, which of course makes sense, because you buy gold, you buy currency to yourself, and in 1, 2, 5 or 10 years you can just exchange it back into paper money again if you want. And with the baby cards that we are bringing out, you can, if a new baby is born, you can give 1 card as a gift, and you can say, hey, this is your first gram of gold for your little baby. Don't you think it would be a good idea to start this purchase plan for your child? And now you have a customer for 18 years, 20 years, 21 years, and all that they are doing in there, and all the money that, the gold that they're purchasing, you will be able to benefit of that. So there are 5 ways, very strong ways of generating income here. And let me just tell you, I've never seen a plan like this. I've been in direct sales for 22 years and been quite successful, built very strong teams together with a lot of very good leaders. fell on my nose a few times as well, but but I built some very strong teams. But I've never seen a product like where you, again, as I said before, you don't have to convince people to buy a product or a service that they may or may not use. No, here it's simply a product. It's simply a matter of exchanging from one currency to another, and that you get paid on. And again, as I mentioned before, the currency that they are exchanging into is much stronger than the one they have that they have in their pocket right now. This is the program, how it looks. Of course, you start in the bottom as a distributor, and you can move your way up the ladder. Distributor, supervisor, bronze supervisor, silver supervisor, and so on. I don't want to go into details about how the program works, but you can see the higher you climb up the ladder, of course, the more you will get. And let me just tell you, once you start hitting the middle management, the yellow ones there, it really starts paying off. And again, there's no pressure, there's no time limit on how fast you climb the ladder, but it just makes sense. And the points you see on your third column is the turnover you need to get to the different levels, and that's accumulated turnover from your entire organization. So if you build an organization with 5 or with 10 or with 50 or with 100 or with 200 or 1,000 customers, or affiliates that are bringing customers, I can tell you that you will very soon have a very strong and very long-term business that will give you residual income for a very long time, because that is the big problem. That's really the big problem in direct sales today, and what they call the network marketing industry. This is not MLM. This is an affiliate program, which is why we can work all over the world. We work online. We just sell gold. That's all we do. It's very simple, very basic, but we just pay much wider and much deeper than anybody out there. And we have some visions that nobody else has. And that is why that I've stuck with this company now for a little more than 2 years. And I will be here for the next 5 and 10 and 20 years as well, because I've never seen anything like this. They're also building in a marketplace. They're building in an online currency, gold currency called the BIG. It's just amazing what is happening here. But do the math yourself. This is very old school what I'm showing you here. If you refer 3 affiliates that might bring some customers, they refer 3, then you have 9 in your second line, and 3, 27, 81, and so forth. So this is actually where you take a decision on where you want to bring your business, and of course how your income should look. And of course, the bigger organization you build, the more customers you will attract, and the more gold will be purchased, and of course the bigger income you will earn. But again, this is not magic money. It's work like anything else, but but you work with a very strong company, with a very strong product, because it's a product where everybody wins. You just buy gold to yourself. And in these times, that's probably the best product that you will ever buy. Right now we have a promotion going on. It goes until the 10th of November. So that's, I'm looking on my calendar over here. That's a lot of few days. For everybody that starts with a 500 euro purchase, on a purchase plan, that means they have to put 500 euros on a monthly purchase plan. Up here on the top, gold purchase plan, minimum 50, you have to put 500 the first month. Then on the second month, you can put it down to 50 or 100 or whatever suits your or fit your budget. But if you start with 500 euros, then you will be awarded the third level here. You will be awarded the bronze supervisor level, and you will have a fast start motivation and a fast start track on your business, because that means for the next purchase plan or the next customer you refer, you will already earn 280 euros. So this is the fast track to really start building your business fast. And I can only recommend everybody that that can see the benefits of this program to start this way, if they have the 500 euros, of course, because that really gives a good start to your business. And duplicate this down into your organization, and you will see everything that it generates points, it generates income, it generates, of course, a lot of motivation. Of course, a lot of other stuff is coming, and on the tour, I'm pretty sure that we will announce some of the incentives that are coming now. There's a very big incentive on the way that it's just gonna blow you away. I've never seen anything like this. I really like it. But it's just the beginning. As I said before, we've been into business now for 2 years. But we've started very slow. First, it was when I saw it the first time, it was just a little company with a very bad, let's say, software, but also everything was done, with paper contracts, with very old school. Then we started getting everything a little more structured and went into a few more countries. And now, as I said, we are in 45 plus countries, but the idea is that by the end of next year, we want to have a global platform. We want to go worldwide with this. And imagining be a part of a company that goes worldwide with a product as simple as gold. They're not here to pay for a product or a service that they don't use or need. They just buy gold for themselves. And you earn money on that. And you can earn money on that on a global scale, not only on 10 people or 20 people or 50 people or 100 people. No, you can earn money on hundreds and thousands of people buying gold every month. If you have a strong organization, of course. But you never know who you know and who they know and who they know. And suddenly you see you are in 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 countries and things are going very fast. The company is doing a lot of things behind the scenes now to make the homepage even better, even more user-friendly, to put in extra features that will really amaze you. And the deadline for all the new stuff that is coming is end of this year, but everything will come now in steps, week after week after week. Also, the Team One site, which is my homepage. goldfromkb.com, you might have heard about it. I've also set some things in motion, or we've already have some things in motion that will also probably blow you away when we get into December, because the tool will be extremely flexible, with a lot of new videos, updated videos, a lot of things that will just make you able to duplicate your business in a very simple and easy way worldwide, very fast. And the goal for 2012, well, the company says 25 tons of gold. I think if we can just reach 10 tons of gold, we are really on the way to something big, because the end effect here, or the really long-term goal here is within a few years, probably 3 years, they want to go public. And that's also one of the things that we will be talking about on the US tour. That's how you get licenses, how you get stocks in the company, and how you can create more income streams for yourself and for your team, on top of the 5 different ways there are now of earning money. And of course, the incentives and the lifestyle and all the other stuff that is in there. But I want to thank you all for being here today and listening to this webinar. I will try. I'm going on a tour now for 3 or 4 weeks, but I will try to do a webinar at least once or twice a week while I'm in the US, also giving you updates on how it's going in the different cities. And then in December, when I get back here in Denmark, you will be, I think you will be pretty amazed of what has happened to the company itself, software-wise, but also what we are going to do with the Team One tools and stuff. And I want to thank all of you as well for the hard work that you put in. I know that it has been hard out there. It has taken a little bit longer than expected to get the software right, but right now everything is really lying into place, and now step by step by step we see on a weekly, on a daily basis, all the little pieces of the puzzle really falling into place. And trust me, when we hit January, we will have the fastest moving train in the industry, and you want to be on it. I will. That's for sure. But here on the bottom, you see my contact information. My name is Jimmy, as I said before. So you can reach me on jimmy@goldfromkb.com or on my Skype, Jimmy_DK1. But I will also be on the tour, and I hope to see a lot of you in the States. Shake your hands. Maybe even buy you a beer if you're not too many. But let's see about that. But thank you all for being here today, tonight, wherever you are in the world, and see you soon again. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.